Greetings, fellow targeted individuals. I come here today for another message that I want to share with you guys because networking with each other is what is going to, at the end of the day, help us figure this out a little bit more. So those of you who watch First Amendment to the Constitution, that you realize that this is a government program, okay? And I'm going to touch on the retail aspect of this government program right now. Because the other day I went shopping with someone, a friend of mine, and I started getting followed around in the store. So immediately I walk into the store, and this is the thing, this was not facial recognition. This person was already there. They were already there. So I walk in and I hear as soon as I get near the person, so I already knew what they were up to. But I wasn't going to be paranoid. I wasn't gonna make anything based on someone clearing their throat. But they give you those signs. So I continue shopping like nothing at all. Next thing you know, this guy's following us around the store. So I was in loss prevention at one time. I start kind of following him back because I know how to do it and seem inconspicuous. So while I was watching him, he started following around the person that I was with, and finally we had got something that we were looking for, and we took off out of there. But I still wasn't fully convinced yet, but I was pretty sure what was going on. So we take off out of there and we head down to a store probably 6 stores down in this shopping mall, and was not even 5 minutes later he shows up right after us. And then he comes in that store and he immediately positions himself in a way to where he's watching us. So I go over and I do the same thing. I videotaped him. I was going to show some of that videotape on this particular video, but we're going to get to that here in a second. So we both look at each other like, what is going on? This dude was following us in there. Now he's following us here. So we took off out of the store completely. We said we're just gonna leave. And that person left immediately after without buying anything. So now I'm going to touch on what happened earlier today. See, I have a privacy phone. One of BlackBerry's new privacy phones that's supposed to be unhackable, because I was noticing weird things were happening with my iPhone. And so I knew that iPhone was susceptible to this because they've given government backdoors, which later I learned that BlackBerry has given their government backdoor to Canada. And if they've given it to Canada, then you already know that the United States has it. But I plugged my phone into my computer just to charge it, which is a Mac, and I go to sleep, and I'm sleeping right next to my devices, which I probably shouldn't be doing, but I was sleeping right next to my devices. I wake up, my phone is face down, I go to use the restroom, I come back from the restroom, and my light pops on my phone. My flashlight on my phone pops on without me even touching it. I didn't even touch it, and the light pops on. And so then I pick up the phone and I'm like, what's going on here? And I pick up the phone and it says something about a guest user. So now I'm searching through my phone and none of my information is there. It's a completely different interface. I've deleted all of my Google browser and a bunch of different Google applications because I don't trust Google because they're known for what they do. And then I check my email's not there, and I'm like, what? I reset my phone, and my original interface comes back with my regular Instagram account, with my DuckDuckGo, because DuckDuckGo is an anonymous browser, and I have all my information back. But then I go to idle my phone, and I just look where you just kind of click it to look at the time, and I see this icon. This icon, like a guest user icon, is logged into my telephone. So I did a factory reset on the phone, and all of this went away. But I'm not sure how they were doing this, but my phone was absolutely hacked earlier today. And I'm wondering if it's that the video, because I took video with that person that was following us around in the store the other day, which I don't often do. I don't often take video with these people just because normally it doesn't arouse my suspicion to the point where I'm going to do something like that. I do have a dash cam, and I have pulled and saved videos off of my dash cam onto the laptop, but I don't often videotape people in a store. I mean, that's really just, it doesn't concern me enough to do that. So maybe they were trying to get me to do what I did, which is do a factory reset on my phone. But somebody was definitely inside of my phone. And this is supposed to be a hack-proof phone. This is the I'm not gonna name which model it is, but it's a new BlackBerry. It's not gonna be that hard to figure out, and it's supposed to be a privacy phone. And so now we're gonna go into the Huawei. The new Huawei phone, where there was 5 governmental agencies that said that they don't like this phone because they're not getting a backdoor into it, and that more than likely China is stealing your info if you have one of these phones, that they're doing the spying that the United States government wants to do. And I think that it's a little suspicious, because it's the DEA, the DIA, the NSA, and I don't remember the other 2 agencies. I would have to pull the article again. But Gal Gadot is an Israeli actress. Her name, she was born Gal Greenspan. They changed their name to Gal Gadot to make it sound more American. She just did an advertisement, which is still on her Instagram, for the Huawei phone. Now, is the Israeli, they're the #1 in tech surveillance. So you have this phone that all the agencies are against because they, quote unquote, don't have a back door to it, and that China is probably stealing your data, so you need to be safety secure. And then you have an Israeli actress who comes out and says that you should get this phone. It's a paid advertisement on her Instagram. I mean, you should look at it. So this is the information that I have for you today. I'd like to give a shout out to First Amendment to the Constitution. He is in the forefront of this gang stalking, organized stalking stuff. He is putting out more information than anyone else, and I would like to give a shout out to the nappy-headed stalker. Nappy-headed Roots, because he is also putting out some very good information. James Harkin, as I don't care for his videos as much, but I would say that he has some pretty decent information that's coming out. And these people, these real TIs, because there's so many fake TIs out there, we need to be networking with these people. We need to be going over situations with these people, because we're never going to know what's really going on unless we take all our information and pool it together, because 3 heads, 4 heads, 5 heads are going to be better than just your one head wondering what is going on. What is up with this government gang stalking, and what is the purpose of it? But I mean, I'm at the point where I believe basically what First Amendment to the Constitution is saying, that these government gang stalkers are trying to provoke events, because you're taking innocent people, you're taking people that have no charges against them, that have not been in trouble, that are not being investigated for any criminal activity, but you're systematically harassing them. So, over and out. Shabbat shalom. It is Friday. I'm getting ready on the brink of Friday night. I'm getting ready for Sabbath. Shabbat shalom. Blessed be Yahweh.